Hi everyone, this is your sewing teacher Veronica, and in this video I will show you upcycling tutorial. So again, I use this t-shirt that I bought in second hand for several euros, and I'm trying to make something nice from this. So this time I made this bra and leggings for sport, and I think they look quite cool. So it will be step-by-step tutorial suitable for complete beginners. As always, all of my videos are suitable for beginners. So if you're willing to join me and make something cool from old clothes, you're welcome. And let's get started. What I want to say, I really like this area, how it looks. I want to make a short top till here, and the rest I want to use for shorts. They will be quite short. And also I have a lot of volume in this area, so I'm going to make it smaller. For this I use pins, and I'm going to pin this underarm area. So how I want it to be, I want it to be fitting my body, the side of the top, yeah, so it will be something like that, and also the arms. I just want this top to fit my body, so it will be something like this. It's a bit not convenient when you do it yourself, so you can use only one arm. This will be my line, and I repeat the same with the second side. So this is approximately how it will fit my body after I fix it. Now I pin the length of the top. We need to have a little bit extra to add the elastic, and I also need to mark the length of the sleeve. I want it to be short, I don't want that long sleeves. So approximately here will be my sleeve. I also pin it. And after you pin it, you need to carefully take it off and make sure that you have all the pins, or most of them, on the fabric. Now I turn it the wrong side out, and again I mark where I have my pins. So here, for example, I marked that I can have the chalk on both sides. This one, all the pins that you have, you need to mark them on both sides. Here, this was the length. All the pins you mark. I removed the pins, and now I can see my marks on both sides. So what you do next, you take your pins and pin where you see the mark. And now you need to look at the other side and see if the second mark is matching, and I see it's not matching. So it means that we pinned front and back a little bit not even, but we have to make it even. Now I can see that the difference is about 2 centimeters, and if we make the line like with distance 1 centimeter here, then it will be fine, it will be even on both sides. And we repeat the same with the sleeve. We check if the line is matching. It's a little bit not matching, but this is fine. I think with sleeves it's not that big difference. And now I connect my marks with the line, making curvy line in the armpit area. And the side, as I told you, we need to make like not this line, but a bit inside 1 centimeter. So we cut more fabric. And next we need to draw this line. This is also my mark that shows me the length of the sleeve. So we make it perpendicular to the side, as you can see, and I will add 1.5 centimeter seam allowance to hem it. If we talk about side of the top, we will add 1 centimeter, it will be enough. And next I need to draw the bottom line. This is my mark that shows the length, and you need to make a line, and it should be the same distance from the armpits, then it will be parallel to the floor. And we need to add seam allowance at the bottom 1.5 centimeter. And now we do the same with the other side, and we pin the sides because we will need to stitch them together. And we cut extra material following the lines that we made on the t-shirt.
Now I found these leggings at home and I'm going to use them as a base. This is my leftover fabric, and I will try to make these leggings from this piece of fabric that I have. We need to make a pattern based on these shorts. The only difference that these black shorts, they have this kind of pattern that there's no front and back. So the whole leg is one detail, there's no side seam. We don't have enough fabric to make it the same, so we're going to make it separately front back detail, and the same for the left side, right? So pin it flat as much as you can and cut it out as front detail. Don't forget to add seam allowance 1 centimeter because we will need to connect these details, and then pin it and cut it out as back detail. And after that, of course, seam allowance is important in places where we will need to connect details, right? And yeah, you repeat everything for front and back, and these kind of details you will get at the end. Okay, so these are 2 front details, and I also have 2 back details. So difference between front and back details, that back details have deeper line. I will show you now. So this line will be a bit deeper. This will be back detail, and now we have to connect 1 front and 1 back detail together, connecting right sides together. So right side to right side, and we connect this part, the short part. It's a bit not matching, but that's okay. We're going to cut it out, and we pin it, and we're going to stitch it, and the same we connect the other side. Yes, we pin it and we will stitch it together. Now this is my leg after I stitched it and I connected. So this curvy line inside, this is line in between legs, and we will need to connect the left and the right leg. So what we have to do, one leg goes inside out, the other one is normal position, and now we place one leg inside of the other like this, and it should be right sides together, and we pin them. We match first this curvy line, we pin it and we stitch it together. After I stitch this curvy line, you turn it right side out, and look what we have. We have connected leggings in between, right? So it looks like leggings already.
So this is how it looks now. I really like it. What we have to do, add elastic here and here for now, and then finish this part. So for trousers I'm going to use, for shorts, I'm going to use this elastic, and I have some fabric left, so I measure it like this, a bit tight, and I need to have an overlap 2 centimeters. So I cut extra. This will be for trousers, and for top I don't have white elastic anymore, but I think black is fine. So the same, it's actually the correct length now, so I'm going to attach it. It will be hidden, not visible. So yeah, we're going to do this now. Guys, please support my channel. It takes me a lot of time and energy to make these videos. I really like to do this for you, but if you like or comment this video, it will help me a lot, and I will continue making more videos for you if I see that you like them. So please comment or like this video if it was useful. Thank you. And of course, don't forget to follow me on my social media. The links to my Instagram and TikTok will be in description. And you know why you should do this? Because I post sewing tips and tricks in my Instagram and TikTok twice a week. So if you follow me, you will learn a lot of new things. So this is my elastic that I need to use for the top. I connected it with overlock. You can do it with just normal machine. Next, I need to pin it to the bottom of my top like this. This is wrong side, yeah. This we try to hide, so it goes to the middle of the back normally. And you pin it somewhere here. And then we pin elastic this way. We need to find middle of the elastic and middle of the top, so it will be front, middle, and we pin it together. So like this. This will help me to spread fabric evenly everywhere. Okay, now these two pins together, and I need to find middle and middle here, and again we connect it between each other. And as you can see, I pin it to the wrong side. Again, two pins next to each other, I match them, and then middle and middle. So this technique you use till you have small distance here. Okay, I pinned my elastic like this, and now I will need to stitch it with my overlock or zigzag if you don't have overlock on the edge here. And when you stitch, you need to stretch it to make it flat, otherwise you're going to have these folds that look not that good. So stretch it and go with zigzag on this side or with overlock stitch. So this is my elastic, and now we hide it. So we fold it inside like this. Here nothing is visible, and with hand stitch I'm going to attach it to my seam allowance. So this is my thread with needle, and with several stitches I connected to my seam allowance because I don't want it to be visible on this side. So only to seam allowance. Like this. Also, I can do it here in the middle. I have space here where I can connect it. So in several places, like at least 4 places, we need to do this. Otherwise, it's going to be visible when you move. You can also go with just machine stitch, zigzag on top, but it has to be something stretchy. So zigzag is considered stretchy stitch because this part should be stretchy. So normal straight stitch is not stretchy. If you do it like this, it's going to break the thread, but the zigzag is stretchy. So you can use zigzag if you don't have overlock, or hand stitch. Next, I want to go to elastic that we're going to attach to shorts, and I want to add extra fabric that will cover my elastic. For this, I use leftover like it's part of the sleeves that I have. So I'm going to open this stitch, and I'm going to use this material that I have for waistband. So one and the second one. So my elastic is almost 4 centimeters high, so we will need double this, so it will be 8, and 2 centimeters for seam allowance, together 10 centimeters. What you need to do, use your fabric and mark lines 10 centimeters high, and I will make the piece from 3 pieces because that's quite short, but from 3 pieces it will be enough for me. This is a long piece that I made from 3 different pieces, and now we need to measure the length. What I want to do is I take my trousers, my shorts. First of all, I will need to cut extra here to make it like straight line. But what I want to do now, this waistband has to be the same length as this one. So let me see if it goes like this and then this way. So approximately like this I cut it. I can do it right now. and we connect it here. It will be one like a circle piece. This is my waistband. I pressed seam allowance to make it flat. Now I take my elastic and just hide it inside of my waistband, and I think it's easier if you pin it. Let's try to pin it like this. But you see that elastic is shorter, which is normal now. So try to spread it more or less even and pin it. I pinned my waistband and now I want to attach it to the shorts. This is front because I can see this stitch here. So I focus on these things. I want to make at least front more or less symmetrical because we have these stitches, and it will look nicer if it's kind of symmetrical here. So this will be middle of this distance, somewhere here. What I do, I connect it to this stitch, middle of my front, with pins. Like this. And then I stretch it out, and approximately here I will have middle of my back, and it goes to this stitch, middle of the back. And I pin it. So this way, again, you know how to do this. Every time you search for middle and connect it with middle of the shorts, we pin it, and we will go with overlock stitch, connecting waistband with the shorts. I pinned the waistband. Look, when you stitch, we will stitch it here. You need to stretch it out till both layers, all 3 layers are flat, and then you stitch, okay? Otherwise you're going to have this kind of folds. They don't look nice, so make sure you stretch it out and then stitch. This is my elastic. Look, this is what happened. Sometimes it was hard to catch all the layers, so in some places I went twice with zigzag, that's okay. And now what to do with these ends. You need to take a needle with big eye, so you can do like this. You can pull all the threads through the eye. Yeah, like this. And now we just hide it. So you make stitch. You can also go in between layers to make it completely invisible, and then you make this stitch, and you can cut this end. So waistband ready. Next and the last for the shorts, this part, you see it's not even, so there are several ways how you can finish this. I think first what I will do, I will open up this stitch. So I opened this part and I'm going to cut it out like this. I need to leave like 1.5 or 2 centimeters. And now I will fold it like this and press it to make it even. So I fold it like this, like one line. And I think I will show you how to use double needle to make stitch like this. If you don't have double needle and you want to finish it faster, you can just use hand stitch, invisible hand stitch, like the one that we used on the blouse on the top. So this one, do you remember we did this stitch that is almost invisible? You can do this also. Look what I did. I also pressed sleeves because this is something that we also have to finish, and I went with hand stitch quite close to the edge, like 2-3 millimeters from the edge. We will need this stitch. I will explain why. And look, the same I did with my shorts. Yeah, so this stitch I'm going to leave like this part, and only this side we stitch. And next you need a twin needle. It's in Dutch, I think, but it's called double needle, and they have different sizes, like distance between 2 needles.
and you will need just normal sewing machine. I will show you how to do this. I think we will use this middle one. It's like 3 millimeters. This is how it looks. So you place it in your normal sewing machine the same way how you do it with your standard needle, and look, yeah, I think the size is the same as this one. Now I will explain you how to thread the machine with double needle. So I have bobbin inside, it's pink, right? My color. This is my double needle here, and the first thread you just do it standard way as always, and it goes through one of the needles, doesn't matter which one. Now you will need second pink needle, and I don't have a special place for the second thread, so I'm going to use my cap, and I just thread it kind of the same. So I go through all these steps like this, but now it goes through the second needle. Very simple. Okay, I threaded all my needles, and now I'm ready to start. I decided to start with sleeves. You need to stitch from beautiful side, from the right side, right? And now we will need this stitch that I made, because try to keep this hand stitch in between these two needles. It will help you to stitch in the right place. So let's get started. You can also do back stitch. I mean, you should do back stitch. And I go back. This is how this double needle stitch looks. This is inside, not super beautiful, but still like it looks like a machine that makes this stitch a little bit, and it's also stretchy. So for this fabric it's important that we make this stitch stretchy. And this is the same I did with the shorts. Basically my set is ready, and I will let you see how it looks.
And finally, this is the result. I really like how it ended up. I didn't expect it to be that good. So you can see my face is quite happy because I like this set and I'm going to wear it a lot. I hope you learned a lot in this video and everything was clear. Let me know in the comments, do you like how it looks, or maybe it was better before, who knows. And I will prepare more videos like that for you. Don't forget to follow me, and I hope to see you in my next videos. Bye bye!